everyone, welcome to another video, and I hope you're all well and had a good week, and hopefully no storm damage where you are. Unfortunately, I can't quite say the same. I don't know if you noticed anything missing from my little intro video, but yes, my little house polytunnel did not survive the storm. And it was not Jocelyn, it was the storm before that, which was Isha. Anyway, it was very, very windy, and I know these polytunnels are susceptible to wind damage, and we'd done everything we could to ensure that the cover was secure, and in fact that did help in a way, because the way that we built it, we'd clamped the cover so securely that when the wind started to buckle the frame, it did at least contain everything inside, so it wasn't all strewn over the allotment site, and so thankful for a small mercy there. But yeah, it's made me rethink. I've had to realise that it's the framework. The aluminium framework was so soft, so pliable, that a storm like that, it just didn't stand a chance. And you know, from what I'm reading, I think we're going to be getting storms like this from now on. It's a scary prospect, but our weather is changing. So rather than replace it, I'm just going to see how I go. I've got a very small greenhouse at home. It could be a struggle because I've got plans to grow so many things, but rather than rush into replacing, I'm just going to see how I go for a little while. So here's a little bit of video of what I discovered the morning after the storm, and you'll see everything was topsy-turvy inside. And yeah, to be honest, I didn't quite know where to start at first, and then I thought, right, I'm going to have to remove the cover and then deal with all of the bits and bobs inside, and then store everything. As I mentioned last week, my shed is pretty small, so I'm having to put some bits under sort of tarpaulins and things to the side of my shed. So this is where I'm storing the polytunnel bits at the moment. Taking a few bits home. The strawberry plants, they survived pretty well considering they went for a real tumble. And yeah, the table is another little free cycle item. I'm sure I can utilise it elsewhere. Yeah, these are cauliflower seedlings, which I really need to take those home, although some of them don't look too bad at all. As for the rest of the plot, The brassicas, they don't like the wind, and yeah, they're definitely taken a little bit of a beating. I'm going to attempt to just stake those up a little bit and harvest the little bits of cauliflower. No, that'd be broccoli. That's definitely not cauliflower. So what else has been happening this week? I've managed to do a little bit of tidying up in my home garden, and I've taken video of that, and I'm going to share that with you now. I thought I'd show you my home garden, which is very small. The beauty of it being small is that it's sheltered, and oh, there's my dog, and that's Bella. So I have got a collection of plants and items. Okay, my shed has a canopy, which a sort of side, I think it's like a log store, and that's been really useful to shelter plants. And as you can see, all the bulbs are coming up wonderfully. I've got a mixture of crocuses, daffodils, my little collection of Christmas trees, and clematis, which I'm so pleased to see is already beginning to form growth buds. Hydrangea, so exciting to see all the new shoots, never fails every year. Then bamboo, now that one is not happy because my dog eats it. Thankfully I've checked and it is safe. There are 2 blueberry plants there, and this is a climbing rose which I do need to actually tie back onto the fence. I've got a very small greenhouse here, which I'd love it to be bigger, but as you can see I haven't got a lot of room. There's not much in there at the moment. I think these are just some allium bulbs, and I've also got some lavender, and down here we've got more bulbs. So this is going back up to the back of the house. I've got a conservatory. It's like a little mid-terrace house with this sort of alleyway bit down the side. I've put a little shed there, and in this big one here is a hosta that came with the house, and I've been in the house 23 years. And when it actually grows, it's beautiful until the slugs get it. Last year it was a little bit better with garlic spray, but yeah, I definitely need to be on top of that. These little salix trees have been sort of grafted onto stems, and then the camellia, getting buds on that, and then down here that's a rose that I actually got for my birthday, and it's birthday wishes. Some more clematis and another salix. Oh, you can just see inside my conservatory there I've got all my seedlings starting off. This is my potting area. My potting bench is a bit tatty. I'm thinking getting a new one and taking this one to the allotment. And these are hydrangea bulbs. Now, amazingly, they come up each year, and I leave them outside. I do cover them when it's going to be frosty. I'm not sure if they're going to flower, but honestly I think they look quite nice like that. On my fence I've got these tubs, and I've put more bulbs in there. And on my windowsill, which is in dire need of painting, that's a job for the summer, I did put some winter pansies, violas, but I can see the bulbs are coming up there. And little cyclamen still doing its best with colour. So yeah, the home garden, petite, snug, But it's incredible. I come out here thinking I'm only going to be out here for like half an hour, and then 2 or 3 hours go by. So today I've planted up some seeds in the long root trainers. I've got all different varieties of sweet peas, Winston Churchill and Lottie Gate, Charlie's Angels, and more. And then in this very small seed trays here, I've got aubergine, which is the early long purple, and a couple of peppers, chocolate peppers and California Wonder. This is the first time that I'm growing using a heat propagator, so I'm looking forward to this. I know it can be a bit hit and miss, but we've also got the radiator here, so I'm hoping they're probably going to get quite a blast of heat, which will be all good. So yeah, I think that wraps up another video. I'm so looking forward to nicer weather, and not seeing you every week in ball hat, scarf, big coat. It's hard to imagine, but yes, spring is definitely coming, and the more milder weather, so that will be so much nicer. So it remains for me to say thank you once again for watching. It really does mean a lot, and have a great week everyone. Take care now.